Tyler O'Neill at PJ Media writes an article. He says, amid the lawless iconoclasm following in the wake of the horrific police killing of George Floyd, Black Lives Matter vandals defaced a statue of Jesus in Whitefish, Montana, and vandals with an unknown motive decapitated and dislodged a Jesus statue at a Catholic church in the Miami area. This is happening actually around the country. A lot of Jesus statues are being defaced. And meanwhile, he says at the same time, the Chinese Communist Party is mandating that citizens who received any benefits from the government due to the coronavirus pandemic have to tear down crosses and statues of Jesus, replacing them with statues of Chairman Mao Zedong and President Xi Jinping. These efforts both involve a stifling Marxist orthodoxy in targeting Christians. In China, Christians who receive government benefits have found themselves pressured to give up their faith. And of course, Jesus and Christianity have faced loud condemnations from Black Lives Matter movement in the United States. Last month, Black Lives Matter leader and former Bernie Sanders surrogate Sean King called for the demolition or removal of all statues, murals, and stained glass windows of white Jesus, as he called him, and his European mother and their white friends. Now, I just point this out. Christianity is the world's most oppressed religion. Why do you think that is? Why do you think that is? Nobody cares how you pray. Nobody cares that you pray. They care who you're praying to, right? Because only Christianity teaches us that no man can save us, that all societies and forms of government can become oppressive, and that systems can't protect us without belief in God, without belief that our rights come from God, without understanding that people are no good, they are broken inside and sinful, and without understanding the complete integrity of the individual. The German philosophers, when they were trying to restore the goodness of Christianity, without preaching Christianity, without bringing back the Catholic Church, they talked about the fact that a person is not a means, a person is an end. You are an end. You are the point. You are the point. The point is not the government. The point is not the good of society. Society is never going to be good. It's never going to be good. You are the point. And I think it's just worth discussing. I think we really have got to start discussing how we're going to redefine our country, not as a Christian country. I don't think that's the point. I think the founders were very clear that they didn't want government to choose a religion. But the fact that we do have a God, he does have a nature. He did endow us with rights. So that is what we know about our God. He is not the God of some sect of Islam who doesn't endow us with any rights at all, who just wants to dominate us and he wants us to submit. He is a God who endows us with rights, and that should be included maybe in our Constitution. That may be something we should look at going forward. So yesterday, there are now lines being very clearly drawn between the people who believe that law and order matters, that we have to enforce the law, that we can't have people rioting in the cities, and Democrats who are basically telling us that this is what freedom looks like. AOC and that whiny little voice of hers is always going, well, this is what freedom looks like. Well, this is what the left is literally saying. And by the way, as I said yesterday, if these people believe that free speech is rioting and defacing property and running around with masks all dressed in black and with those batons that they, that they can extend like an antenna and whip anybody they don't like, I defy any Democrat leader, seriously, I defy any Democrat leader to walk in that crowd with a MAGA hat. Wearing a MAGA hat, which is free speech in this country, right? That's because it's supporting the president of the United States. If you walk into that area with a MAGA hat, I just want to see what happens to you. And then come back and tell me that it's free speech. Then come back and tell me that it's democracy.